We are counting down. It's 14 days to the presidential and National Assembly election. To ensure students from tertiary institutions are not disenfranchised from the election exercise, the National Universities Commission yesterday ordered the closure of universities across the country. In a letter addressed to vice-chancellors of all universities and directors of inter-university centers, the NUC explains that the directive is from the Minister of Education, Adamu Adamu. Varsities are now directed to shut and suspend academic activities on 22nd February and March 14th. The National Association of Nigerian Students is, however, not quite excited with this news. In a statement by its National Publicity Relations Officer, Giwa Temitope, he argues that academic activities shouldn't be put on hold after 9 months of ASU strike. We went to campuses to feel the pulse of the students.
I feel like it's a very good idea because it gives the students a chance to show their interest in the politics of their country and make their own decisions. And it will reduce the level of political apathy among undergraduates.
For me, it's a normal thing for the federal government to shut down schools for elections to take place. It's a way of allowing students to perform their civic responsibility as Nigerians.
It's a good initiative because looking at the security situation of the country, at least everybody will be at their home. And, this forthcoming election calls for collaboration because we need to vote the right candidate into power.
3 weeks is already a long time. We have actually spent over 2 years. There's been a backlog of about 2 years plus, in the system. The calendar is not even, we're not even going according to the calendar anymore.
Make everyone to be very, very secured within the short period of time during the election period and the likes. But at the same time, we shouldn't put the educational system at stake.
Negative side of it is the extension of our stay in campus. For example, we are supposed to write our exam by April, but now due to the 3 weeks break, we are now writing by May. So the extension is not good at all.
The ones that happened last time, the students are still struggling to cover up for the past ASU strike they went on. So if you should ask me if they should this extension should be approved or not, I would say no, because I don't think it's a good idea.
This additional pause in school is not going to be good for the students because they still have a whole lot to catch up on. And right now, we are going on another pause. We just came back from the holidays, the Christmas holiday, and now we're going back, which, to tell you the truth, in my own perspective, I don't think it's not a good decision at all.
So what do you think about the break for university students? Let's talk to NAN's Public Relations Officer, Temitope Giwa, who joins us on the program. Tell us why you disapprove of this move by the federal government, because according to the federal government, this directive is meant to help students participate fully at the poll.
A renowned visionary,
National PRO. On the publication of NUC yesterday, why we are not happy with the decision is that most universities now are now using that as an avenue to send students out of schools, and which most students have registered. They are registered voters now within their campuses. If what we are fighting for is that they should give them at least some days, not 3 weeks. That's too much. We just came back from strike, almost 9 months strike. That's a year. That's a section, and which the lecturers and students are trying their possible best to recover from what we've lost. Before we can get that back, you go a long way. So if they want to approve anything, it should be like few days to the election day. And so the students that are registered at home can go back home and vote. And they'll come back the next following week and continue the academics. Or there should be a virtual classes from home than all those ones that are saying that 3 weeks and the rest, which is going to affect and hinder our classes.
By the way,
So
Temitope,
NUC, and again on this,
I hear you, but we're also hearing that the NANS president doesn't quite agree with your press release. Is this a sign that you're alone on this issue?
we know that on that aspect, you can call the NAS president and so you can intervene. So we know that politicians don't want the masses to go. They don't want the education sector to go. That one are not funding it. They are underfunding the education sector. And we are clamoring for that. We need them to invest massively in the education sector so that our country, education is the best work of any country, of any nation. So if they can invest massively, we know we students are leaving Nigeria now to go and school outside the country, outside the shore of Africa. If they can invest massively, people will stay back, and at least Nigeria should be a better place for everybody to come. So what we need right now is for the government to invest massively. Than all this one that doing, all this one is rubbish, sincerely. And NUC doesn't have right to close down schools. It's only the senate of that school that have right to close down an institution.
I know that you would want the NAS president to clarify his position, but it's quite confusing if we're hearing different messages from the president and also from the national PRO. What exactly is the position of NANS on this matter?
From the president, did you see any press statements?
Can you say that again? I can hardly hear you.
Is there any press statement from the president?
Hello, Mr. Giwa, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here with you. I said, is there any press statement from the president?
No, that's exactly what I was asking you, because you did mention that I should talk to the president. I'm asking you, what's the position of the NANS president on
You
this
are like
matter?
talking about the president. No, you can call the president. At least you have his number is everywhere in Nigeria. So you can call him and verify that information.
All right, so peradventure that all varsities comply with this directive, what will be your next move?
That means that I don't disenfranchise the students from voting. Because, most students that have registered, there's a program by INEC. That's INEC to my campus. With most students now that are not involved, we have many ballot boxes and ballot units on campuses now. And those ones that are voted, that are meant to vote there, that means that they'll be disenfranchised from voting when they are at home. If you have PVC at home, like your voting is at home, go home and vote. Leave the ones that want to vote in school should stay back in school. So that's what I'm saying. Because at least out of the 100% registered voters, we have 40.8, which is issued by the INEC. 40.8 students that registered for INEC as a registered voter this time around. So at least if you send everybody home, that was a bad sign that we won't get right again in this 2023.
NANS PRO Temitope Giwa, thank you for talking to us on the program.